Rest in peace, Jim Crockett.
Junior,
Huh?
Junior,
Junior. Right. My bad. We are in the Key Demos Wrestling Review. I am Zero the Hero, and he is,
not Super Mario.
and we're gonna discuss if Vince McMahon passes, how will things change? How will things change in WWE? And how will things change overall for the entire industry? Do you want to start off?
Well, okay, as far as WWE changing, I think they would be open to working with other promotions except for AEW. What's up? Oh, okay. I thought something went wrong with your vape right there. I was like, uh-oh, emergency. No, but I think, yeah, they would be open to working with other promotions except AEW. Why? Because I don't really see them working with a competitor that big. It will most likely be NWA, MLW. But and I'm sure wrestlers will have more flexibility as far as the third party thing goes that they crave so much nowadays that makes them flip over to AEW. I'm pretty sure they might lighten the schedule for them. The booking will probably be better because it'll most likely be Triple H and somebody else that he trusts booking, and I'm pretty sure they'll do a better job of hiring a better writing team. Because like you pointed out, that
It's not the writers. It's
it
they're
has
good
to be the
writers.
writers.
No, they're good writers. The best writer who worked for them says so himself. It's not the writers. It's the fact that if they don't do what Vince does, they get fired. So we don't know if it really is the writer's fault. If Vince passes, then we'll see if it is the writers.
Okay, but yeah, so as far as wrestling, how the whole wrestling industry, how do you think it changes? Not WWE, the wrestling industry.
Well, first off, I want to say depending on who takes over. If Triple H takes over, I definitely think it'll be obviously a lot less comedic, less entertainment. There'll still be entertainment, but I see it turning into the ruthless aggression, where they're PG, but they still have some wrestling going on, and it was kind of serious, somewhat, but not really. I see it going towards like that, just more serious. You'll still have comedy here and there, but that's what I see going on. At this point, Vince McMahon, obviously, his goal was to make it the best, like to make wrestling, his wrestling brand, like the top of the top, and he did that. He just sold his streaming service for like $1 billion. They're on Peacock. They're known internationally. They are the top company. So there's really not much you can do at this point. The most you can do is work on the product. So I see Triple H working on the product. And you had mentioned they'll probably have a lighter schedule, and I think that could also happen. Is Vince is just stubborn. He wants to just keep going on the road a lot. But we've seen what happens. They go on the road and they're still losing viewers. So at this point, I think Triple H knows that the product is awful. He knows it, but he can't do anything. I think he'll take it seriously, and I expect it to go in a positive direction. Now, that's if Triple H takes over.
I kind of see it looking kind of like NXT, but like I don't know, like more indie style, but with guys that can work.
No,
If Triple H takes over,
I don't see it
you don't
going
think so?
indie style. No, heck no. I
I
think the
think that's
only
how something.
reason Triple H is stuck with NXT,
Okay.
and I doubt he likes this style. I'm pretty sure he likes traditional pro wrestling. It's just he's forced to be with these guys because that's all they know, and they're trying to learn how to work professionally. So I see it, like I said, ruthless aggression. I don't see it being like a AEW at all, where it's like a bunch of indie stuff, or like New Japan. I don't see it ever turning like that. If that happens, they'll lose all the fans. And despite what fans think, that style does not work for TV. So I don't ever
Wow.
see that happening.
Just burying the indie style.
Well,
But
it's
you're right.
proven.
Well, you're right. Yeah, it really doesn't work.
So, uh, but as I said, it depends if Triple H takes over, because Jim Cornette said this, and I agree. He said, if somebody else in the entertainment industry takes over WWE, they'll end up ruining it because they don't know what wrestling is. They're not passionate about wrestling. They'll turn it into the same thing Vince did, probably worse, because at least Vince knows wrestling and he has good work, like good consultants, good producers. I see somebody in the entertainment industry screwing WWE up. So I see things going either really good with Triple H or freaking awful. So that's what I see with
Well,
WWE.
yeah, I think it'll be good with Triple H. Like I said, Stephanie should be in charge of business. I hope they never sell to Disney because that's what I always hear the rumors that Vince will end up selling to Disney for billions of dollars before he dies. But I hope that never happens.
Yeah.
So
So how do you see it? If Vince passes and if Triple H takes over, in which things will most likely go well, how do you see it affecting every other company?
uh I don't really know about that one because I mean, what are you looking for here? Like bringing back like a war or something, like a Monday night, Wednesday night war, or you, what are you thinking? Um, that they're just gonna take away all their talent that Triple H won't know how to recruit, or
Well, clearly, if he starts taking things seriously, that's gonna spell doom for companies like AEW because
you think if
AEW
Triple H
really
takes over, it's doomed for AEW?
it's doomed for AEW. AEW is not taking things seriously either. So if WWE takes things seriously, right now they're the main company. You have Ring of Honor, who's serious. You got, I guess you could say New Japan, even though it's not my style, but they do take it seriously in sports space.
Yeah.
You got NWA Power coming back. That's serious. You got MOW, which is kind of been going some comedy lately, but it's still serious. Every company, every major company out there, I'm not sure about Impact, but every major company, it's serious. The only one that's still taking it not so serious is AEW with their sports entertainment and wannabe comedy. So I think that spells doom for AEW.
Wow. So you heard it here. Triple H will put AEW out of business.
Oh heck yeah! Heck, see, he knows he's been through it with the Monday Night Wars too, so he knows how to counter program. The only problem is he was stuck with NXT. He was stuck with a bunch of guys who can't promo, guys with no character. I bet you if NXT had Kevin Owens from back then, Sami Zayn, if you had who else left? You got Shinsuke Nakamura, and then have them with LA Knights with Adam Cole. That if all those guys who can promo and carry feuds, they would have taken down AEW a long time ago. But the thing is, as we all know, they always bring up talent to the main roster. So Triple H, some people will say he won't be a good boss, but I mean for working with what he has, he's doing an okay job. So when he actually has a hold of all the stars, and like you said, most likely they'll allow more creative freedom in their promos. Not too much creative freedom like with Miro, because that's just awful.
And hopefully they send some stars back or wrestlers back down to NXT to help them with ratings and put on different matches because that's another thing. They bring up wrestlers and they what's going on? Is there a cat behind you?
The laptop wasn't charging.
Wow. But anyway, NXT they should get some wrestlers back every time the main roster takes some off their hands because that hurts NXT a lot. I hope that's one thing that say if Vince passes, I hate saying that Vince has to die for things to change, but if he passes, hopefully that changes. Like when they bring wrestlers up, send some down that you're not using.
Yeah. So the speaking about wrestlers not being used, I see more and more wrestlers going to indie promotions. I see Triple H keeping the talents that can work, the main stars. Those are the guys you cannot get rid of and have them go to any
So
company.
so you think he won't hoard talent?
Honestly, I don't think he will. He'll just anybody who's a threat. For example, you got Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is not gonna
You
bring
can
ratings
let
to
him go.
anybody. They're gonna let him go. If it's someone like who's not being used properly, I
Mm,
guess you could say for the longest time,
Ricochet.
who?
Ricochet? Or you don't know who Ricochet is?
I know who he is. He's just a generic indie guy. I could definitely see him letting him go.
And he'll wind
So
up on
yeah,
AEW.
yeah. So guys who just don't have that gift of gab, the guys that can't promo, who can't carry really anything. So yeah. So with that said, I see him getting rid of talents that just don't that won't ever amount to anything on any other company. Um, and yeah, so I see a lot more talent on the indies, which is good because I mean, MOW, they have out too Hammerstone, but they're missing a lot of veterans. Same with Ring of Honor, same with NWA Power, especially now Power. So yeah, so I see them going back to the indies, and I see that happening.
Now, if somehow WWE failed when Vince McMahon passes, how do you think that affects the other wrestling promotions? Would it affect them at all?
Well,
WWE fails
obviously, like
without Vince.
you're trying to say that if someone that's not Triple H takes over, Triple H will do a good job. If he doesn't take over, and if it's
Sold to
like a
Disney.
sold to Disney and they did their version of wrestling, which I'm pretty sure would be awful. You'll have like Mulan in there, you have Hercules, you got
Well, Miro would have his job back at WWE, right? And since he likes to come out in his Mickey Mouse shirts.
yeah, that's true. Point is, uh, I'll I'll let you go first on that one.
Well, I think it'll be bad for the other companies. Well, a company like AEW, if WWE were to fail, because then other network sponsors would see that as bad because a company that big like WWE could fail. Why should they drop money on another wrestling promotion and lose more money? So I think WWE, yeah, if they fail, it's bad for all the other promotions. I mean, wrestling will still be around, but not the way it used to be.
Yeah, it's exactly how you said. If right now WWE is on top, everybody has their eyes on pro wrestling because of them. If they fail, no other network will want to pick up any other promotion. Yes, you can say AEW's on TNT, but they're not gonna gain viewers, at least not right now with their current booking. So I see them taking a big hit because I mean, you can say their viewers will go to AEW, but why go to AEW when you have other promotions? Because yeah, just in general, I see it doing more worse for the industry. So those AEW fans that say they want WWE to fail, no, you don't want it to fail. If it
No,
fails,
you
the
can't.
whole industry fails.
Yeah,
So it does more bad than good. So you better hope Triple H gets it. But then again, if Triple H gets it, if you're an
AEW's,
AEW fan, you're still
according to
screwed.
you, AEW is out of business, which now I kind of want to see. I want to see Triple H show up on Dynamite.
Yeah. Wait, on Dynamite.
Like Shane McMahon showed up on Nitro
Oh, I
to
guess.
announce that they bought WCW. I'm waiting for that moment. Triple H steps into that AEW ring.
That's not gonna happen. Tony Khan,
Would burn it
he'll
all before he sells it to WWE.
yeah. But with that said, that's our thoughts on that. You got any closing thoughts?
No, I just want to know what's going on behind me. I just see a lot of wrestling, and I might want to tune into that right now.
Yeah,
But
some real
this is
wrestling.
shots at modern
No,
wrestling.
not just AEW, any promotion that is just bull crap. But anyways, we are in the key demos of wrestling reviews, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Have a good night.